All right. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome for the first time. This is Mythic Griffin. I'm Walt. While we're here, you can call me Mythic. Griffin is my dog. So we are playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. This is a game that I pretty much told myself I'd never play. I was relatively, relatively, I don't think outraged is the right word, but certainly put off by, I got to turn down, my mic's a little hot. There we go. Let's try that. That might sound a little better. Sorry about that. So turn it down a little more, man. You're yelling into the microphone. All right. So I never really wanted to play this game initially when I heard about it coming out because there was a bit of controversy concerning a number of things that were considered to be net negatives, especially by the Japanese community of gamers. Just kind of like a general lack of research, a general lack of sensitivity when it came to certain things. And coming from, people say, it's no big deal, it's just a video game, and that in many cases is true, but because Assassin's Creed has a pedigree of keeping things relatively historically accurate, for the most part, and obviously it plays out kind of like a historical fiction. Some things, I guess you could say, there's a bit of a gray line, and I guess the community kind of felt that they crossed certain lines. They were putting things like architecture from other regions in some of their towns and cities, which people, who know about that sort of thing said, wait a minute, why would you do that, you silly people? Like this, it stands out to people in the know. To my, commoner's eye, I might say, oh, that building looks a little different than the rest, interesting. But to somebody who is, paying attention to these things, then, if I were going to design a video game, I would be a little bit more careful. So that was one of the things. Another one was that they must have been just scouring the internet for... I hear an animal. They were just scouring the internet for imagery, and I guess they used a banner that they had found. I just keep hearing this strange growling sound. Maybe it's a bird. They had used this banner that they found, and it turned out to be some kind of modern day sports teams insignia, and they got kind of how do you say, mocked for that. Like what are you guys doing? What are you doing? It's a major AAA game company, and they're making sloppy mistakes, and compound that with the fact that the Assassin's Creed franchise has always basically been a ninja simulator game, insofar as stealthy, not using guns, and assassins, ninja, it's right there in the name. So it was kind of like a big expectation when they said that they were going to do a game set in Japan. I love the foliage here, by the way. One of the things that I mark about games is their forests and whatnot, and this looks great. This, I think, is on medium, by the way, because my potato struggles with running it. So anyway, blobbity blue. I got a code from a company called Green Man Gaming. Shout out Green Man Gaming. I've dealt with them before and always been pleased. So I said, you know what? Let's try it, because I don't know if any of you have been here long enough to hear me talk about an old game called Tenchu. There was a series, really, and its last iteration, Tenchu Z, was an Xbox exclusive, which is pretty rare for that type of game, and that was on the Xbox 360, and it's never been resurrected from its original format. And even though there is a a degree of backwards compatibility with the modern Xbox machines. You still can't play Tenchu Z unless you have an Xbox 360 or a bit of software called an emulator that you can run on a computer and allows the computer to behave like the console. So if you had an Xbox 360 emulator, you could, in theory, run it on your computer. And I could try and do that. It's a project within a project. It's one of those because, like, I don't really know how to. I haven't run an emulator since I was running like really old, well-established ones. And most of the 360 ones, I mean, they've been out for a while, but there's always trouble. There's always, problems, and then it's not running this game, or this feature isn't working, or that graphic is malfunctioning. And frankly, I just don't want to deal with that these days. I got other pokers in the fire. So I said, yeah, I'll try this. I'll try Assassin's Creed out of my love of the genre. Tenchu was not open world. Tenchu was mission based and had individual maps per mission, which you could set on different difficulties, and it would arrange the enemies differently, and also alter a number of other parameters. But different game style. However, the core kind of essence of it being about ninja-ing, woo, I'm in the trees, I'm in the bushes, is essentially there. And so far, I've been playing this game for a little bit. Oh man, what are we doing? We're climbing on this wall. Let's just jump down. Jump down. Activate. There you go. So do I like it so far? Yeah. I couldn't care less about the story. I find it melodramatic, poorly written, poorly acted. I mean, it's fine. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not a guy who really likes video game story. I just, I like movies. Some games I like the stories, but in general, I don't. It's just not attractive to me. So I apologize, I guess, if that. Well, look at this picture. We got to take a screenshot here, guys. Look at this. That's nice. Let's do a screenshot. Boink. And so I have two ways to do this. I can just hit A. I don't know where that goes, or I can hit preview, and then I can do like a manual. Oh, don't mess it up. Let's do a screenshot, and this way I just take a little boink, and I got it, and now I can hit B, and then we go back to game. So I apologize in advance because I do that kind of frequently. For screenshots, they're what do I use them for? Thumbnails mostly, or just sitting up, taking up space on my computer because I'll probably never look at them. Yeah. Ooh, look at this cool place. I wonder what it is. Wrong button. So, like Tenchu, you have a grappling hook. Unlike Tenchu, it's context. Well, I guess it still was in Tenchu, context sensitive, but it's much more restrictive in this. Like how that LB comes up in Tenchu Z, you could basically attach to anything, and it would pull you in that direction. Why not do that here? I don't know. Maybe because they felt like it broke immersion. Oh, jeez. Is that a bad guy? It's the Tenno-G Temple. Guy's probably going to want to fight. Let's save it. Let's do a quick save. Okay. Okay, it's good. We're good. Let's go fight this dude. If he is a fighter. You don't see me. I'm not here. Okay. So I've been having fun with it. I like cosmetics in games. I like changing the the look of the character. I think that's important. I wish we could build our own character, but Assassin's Creed just doesn't do that. I feel like I have enough internal. Where am I going to go if I fall? Right in the bushes. It's fine. Oh, look at how she's hanging by one hand. Why would you do that? Hold on, let's try that again. Sorry, I'm still exploring the let's just fall. Let's just fall. Whee! I'm fine. Now, as I was saying, the grappling hook is fun. It's not as fun as it could be. I think that's a bad guy up there. I think that I'm in a hostile environment at this point. Come on. So, I don't really like doing the missions. I just don't care about the story. I really just want... The only reason I'm doing the missions is to unlock stuff. Look at this. Nice potato sack. Woo, yeah. Oh, look at that guy. He's bad. Yeah, anyway, I don't really need to mess with those guys right now. I just wanted to see what this place was. Oh, look at this little hobo. She's sad. What's wrong? No? All right. Okay, next time. You sad that this guy died? Has he got anything I need? Thanks for the money. There is a horse. And it's summonable at any point by just pressing and holding on a button, which is nice. It's super nice graphically. There's a lot of comparisons that could be made between this and a game called Ghost of Tsushima, which I kind of like better. What they've done in this game with the main character is split it into two main characters. And the one main character is this girl. From her story, forgive me, but from her story, she is pretty lame, I think. She keeps like trying to go out and get herself into trouble, and she keeps getting hurt and then waking up in different various good deed doers like, oh, I found you unconscious. And she's like, oh, I have to get back and I have to avenge the people who's... Oh, let's look. What am I looking at? Oh, this is going to be some kind of weird mission. Japanese maple. All right, that's a tree. It's an ornamental tree. Why are they having that? Like, okay. What? I mean, this kind of looks like one of those trees. I think that's what this is. There's like two trees right there. So why is that Japanese maple codec just floating there? Anyway, I'm not in love with the main characters, either one of them. So this is her. The other protagonist is a foreigner, and I think that this girl is completely made up. And the guy you play is a guy whose origins come from Africa, as I understand it, but he had been somehow working for the Portuguese, and he gets recruited by the kind of main antagonist in the story here. I think he's the antagonist, Oda Nobunaga, who I know from the Dynasty Warriors games. Anyway, there was all this debate about that guy, Yasuke, I think his name is, about his actual role, because, as I said earlier, Assassin's Creed does have some degree of pedigree about using actual historical characters in, character-appropriate ways. Like, I don't know if it was Leonardo da Vinci was in one of the games, and he was like one of these old great artist engineers, and he was helping the main character with gadgets, which kind of tracks because if I'm right in that it was Da Vinci definitely liked to make gadgets. But if they take a character who was kind of a courtier, just somebody who hung out with the lords and was kind of a novelty because he looked different, and they turned him into this basically a one-man army, and even in the opening tutorial areas, the Oda Nobunaga is having this guy take out like a whole enemy camp, and he even says, "You're my one-man army," or something to that extent. So to take kind of a social figure and put them in the role of a main character as basically a unstoppable tank of a character, like he was just like tearing the enemies up. I think that's a little worthy of discussion, and what happened was, because there was a bit of a like, hey, wait a moment, why would you make this character into something that it's quite different from what they were, whereas traditionally in Assassin's Creed games they've seemed to make efforts to keep everything relatively historically accurate. Relatively. It is a historical fiction. But, you know, some of the people got kind of like, whoa, especially doing it with a main character. And so there was this, like, lashback saying, oh, you guys are being racist because this is a person of color that you're talking about. And I never thought that motivation... I mean, I guess that does exist out there in the world, but that doesn't mean that every argument... in relation to a topic renders itself down to the one and only motivation, I don't think. Right? That seems like, you know, not quite how the universe works. But people were upset by it, and then other people got upset by that reaction. And there became this debate where there were some people were saying this guy historically was never in a combat role. And then other people were saying, well, you can't prove that because it was never, you know, written or published anywhere, doesn't mean that it didn't happen. And then people started referring to this translation from a Japanese work of fiction. Are these bad guys? I think they are. Ooh, I'm not here. Wee-oo. There was this book. I can't recall the name of the guy he had written a Japanese version, and I don't know if it was based on, but it definitely touched on this Yasuke character and his historical significance. So he published it in Japan and received pretty good feedback and whatnot. And then he translated it to English, and, you know, it continued to have a mild degree of success. The issue comes up when people started examining it, and what they found was that he had made significant changes, from what I understand, to his text. And in the original Japanese version, as he wrote it, he never alluded that the character was anything more than what historically he's been recalled as, based on early writings and records. However, when he translated his work into English, it appears that he had embellished the role of this character to some degree and had hinted at him being a more integral and combat-oriented character, that he actually held the title of samurai or something to that extent, because I didn't look at it. This is all hearsay. I readily admit it. Do your own research. Well, that's what I did. And as far as I understand things, this is how they stand. So if people feel otherwise, let's talk. Anyway, the guy changed his story when he wrote the English version of it. And this led to a lot of problems. The guy actually... lady... I'm talking to the people. So the guy actually... disappeared from social media because of this. Lady, I'll help you some other time. I got things to do right now. Let's look at the map. Where is she? Oh, here's a thing I can unlock. Viewpoint. How do I put a marker? Boink. There you go. Alright, so I know there's a lady here that wants help. Great. I bet I can lasso up to that. There's a moat. Alright. Yeah, so people then tried to contact the guy and say, like, what gives, man? Why are you, why did you do this? But he vanished, you know. So he did his work, and he took off. It looks like this place is being held by a not-too-friendly coalition. What happens if I approach these dudes? Let's do a save. Let's do a save. Okay, do a save, do a save, do a savey, save, save. Okay. So I was put off by that because I felt it was disingenuous. Yeah, these guys don't want me here. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be nice and stab some dudes. I'm going to try and get into your castle, bro, because there's a lookout or whatever in here that I can use for fast travel. Now, I don't think they'll let me use my rope from the water. Horsey. Oh, look at that guy. He looks tough. Is there 3 of them? Oh yeah, one of them's enormous. And like, you just get on the horse. So I thought it was pretty disingenuous. And then to have the game studio kind of champion this misinformation, and then to have half of the community be like, what do you care? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, like, what do you not care? I bet I can get in over here. Like, why is this not a problem? Just shut up and enjoy it. Well, you should just say thank you. Well, no, they're getting paid, so that kind of counts as a thanks. You know? A monetary, okay, Osaka. Nice. Osaka's cool. So it's going to be the top of that castle. Let's get there, and then maybe we'll reassess. We'll see if I need to get up and do other things around the house. Oh, the life of an adult gamer is never dull. Can I get to that? No, that's too far. It's a bridge too far to cross. But it's there as if it wants to be, right? Like, that looks like I should be able to jump over to that. It's nice, because there's like an exterior and an interior. You know what else is hard is I've also been playing a lot of Ghost Recon Breakpoint, as well as the newly updated Ghost Recon. Can I just slip into the water? Badlands, which they're both basically the same game, just one's updated. All right, I'm gonna swim over here. Hopefully, there's no eels. Can I jump up on this? Yep. So yeah, I've been playing these other games that have kind of similar control layouts, but different. Similar, but different. And that makes for confusing... look at these bad guys. I don't even know if they're bad guys. They just don't want me in here, which is fair. Oh, look at, there's a key. Alright, so we are gonna jump over here. You stupid little bitch. You can make that jump. They're a little... I wonder if that's a good way in. Let's look over here. Oh, no, you don't see me.
Is someone over there?
No! See, this is what I like, though. This, oh, I gotta hang on the wall. That's fun. I'm a ninja. I like games where you can sneak around. I like games that are medieval. Or in this case, feudal. Give me that left bumper, guys. Like, why can't I? Why can't I? You know, I can't use my grappling hook here, really? Oh, there it is. See, I should be able to grab anywhere on there. That's really stupid, and it breaks. Like, you're gonna tell me that my grappling hook can only hit that one spot? Come on, guys. But yeah, so I was excited about this game because, you know, it's a Assassin's Creed game set in the perhaps like their greatest inspiration, and it's always been historical eras that they do, and it's like, why haven't they done a ninja game in their Ninja Games series? But finally they did, and what they did is they met it all with all this you know, this controversy. Come on, jump up there. Come on. There you go. And I mean, it really soured the idea of the whole game to me, that they were insensitive to the historical accuracy of the you know, the people. And they were the community, you know, many Japanese gamers were also upset because you could walk into a shrine and just kind of smash it. To be fair, Assassin's Creed has pretty much always done that, as far as I know. Like, you can walk into temples and deface them. But okay, I want to lock. What am I locking? Oh, the province of Setsu, Izumi. Thanks for letting me read that. Really? No. I mean, like a 15... Isn't there a way to change that? Oh, that's frustrating. They were doing it earlier with the Portuguese dialogue. I'm like trying to read it, and by the time I'm halfway through reading it, the 3-sentence long text has disappeared. And yeah, perhaps I've gotten a bit slow in my old days, but gotta go to system. There's got to be a thing for this. There's got to be perhaps interface. It's not in video. Probably not in controls. So, can I make the text last a little bit longer? Because, no, don't see it. No, good guys. Real nice. The size, text size. That's annoying. I don't want it all big like that. Safe zone. Gameplay? Probably not. Difficulty tuning. Headgear and cutscenes. Yeah, I wanted her to wear her cool hat because I don't like her ugly face. She's not ugly. She's pretty, but I don't know. She's annoying to me. I'm sorry. I find her annoying. Like, she gets this hideout. Okay, apparently I can't slow down the subtitles. Yeah, she gets this hideout, and it's like, okay, great. But the hideout is this lady's house, who's her friend. And, oh, look, I want the chests. That's what I'm here for. And it's like, why are we giving this girl... I mean, I guess it made sense to some extent. Let's drop down. There we go. Can I open this? Nope. Can't open that door. And it's like this girl's auntie. And the auntie who's like, yes, no one ever told you... What is this? It's default all samurai daisho? Defeat. Default. She's like, I never told you why I sometimes get tired. It's because of war. Because I had war when I was young, and they killed my whole family, and I've been wounded, terribly wounded by all of this, which is fine. Oh, hi. Excuse me.
Now you pay.
Okay. Oh, that was unblockable? Let's do it. Let's do it, buddy. Whoop. Oh, unblockable. This guy's level 3. Why is he insanely hard? Oh, I hate this fucking game sometimes. Oh, shit. Unblockable. Oh. We are in close quarters here, buddy. Whatever. Like, she doesn't even shake her sword off, you know? And look at this. If I were going to hold my sword backwards like this all the time, why would the sheath be facing up? Well, because they know that if the sheath is facing down, the blade will fall right out. But look how she swings her sword. I'm going to just hit attack. She came up from her hip. She didn't come down from her shoulder. But why would you even think about that? Who cares, right? Just enjoy it. Who cares? I got a cosmetic. Nope, no, I guess I didn't. It was probably just one of those pieces of junk that you sell and they don't actually mean anything. Alright. This chest I have to defeat all the guys to open. So, all in all, defeat all samurai daisho. That's going to be like officers or something, I'm thinking. I mean, yeah, graphically it's stunning. Listen to the wind pickup. Her little clothing is blowing. Those cool lamps are blowing. So they definitely put some heart and soul into it. Heart and soul. Look at the light down there. Oh, look at all these good things. I gotta get all these goodies. I should really get out of here. Hop down, you little monkey. Wah! Let's go get that key if we can. drop right here. Oh yeah, I could climb from here. So I do like jumping around on these roofs. Whoops. Whoopsie. Getting closer to it. But this is what Tenchu was. It was like these cool roofs that you're running around on with these cool moves. There's probably going to be some dudes down here. Where's that key gone? Right there. It's moving. It's probably on someone. Where's the entrance? There's a door. I don't need this key. Why am I bothering with this stuff right now? There's a bunch of bad guys here. You do not see enough of this guy to get... There you go. What's that mean? I don't know. It's a thing. There's a thing here. I could assassinate him, but I'll probably alert some other guard nearby. I don't know. He looks relatively isolated. Let's get him. Can I pick him up? Yep. It's one thing that I missed about this type of gameplay in... Oh boy, she does not like picking these guys up. Oh, that's so stupid. Yes, she can pick him up, but she moves at a snail's pace because, oh, it's realistic, right? That's realistic that this girl's even out here. All right, how do I drop him, guys? Got to make it realistic. There's a dude right there. I can cut through that. Can I get in this building? It's raining. That's good. So yeah, I'm enjoying the game at the same time as being a little frustrated by it. That guy's not facing me. Door locked. So, oh, that's what I need that key for. It's way over there. Huh. There's a guy. Hi, guy. I'm probably going to have to go past him, huh? Maybe. He is kind of just sitting there waiting to be assassinated. I'd rather do this quietly. There's the door. Yeah, that guy's definitely a guard here. I'm just saying, if you're going to let me pick up a guy, that was frustrating. Oh, oh, oh. I'm going to wait for him to walk back over there. I'm going to get into this bush right here. That makes me invisible. I should be able to assassinate him from right here. I can go and open that door and see what's next. Where's that key? There it is. Alright, this should work. Okay. Why can't I assassinate this guy? I'm going to crawl up there as soon as he turns around. Alright, let's get him. Carry body. Like, look at this. If she can lift him... Like, sorry. Sorry, buddy. Maybe if I stand up, you go a little... Alright, that's fair. You don't see shit, bro. See if I get this chest over here. This crouch. That looks like a non-combatant. Yeah, Yeah, that's just a regular guy. Yeah, but I don't know. I kind of like the... I don't think anybody's coming from this direction. I did think there was a dude over here. Now, is that guy going to be able to see me over here by this door? Whatever. I can't even peek, which is stupid. Okay. I'm gonna go in. Okay, there's a door. This is my guy right here. I got the key, guys. Loot that dude. Loot, loot, loot. Give me that valuable cone. Ah, look out, little girl. Don't get caught. This looks like it's supposed to be a... Alright. I don't want to kill the girl. How do I get to that box right there? Let's just save it. Don't forget to save it! Overwrite. Overwrite too. Alright, and that'll put us at about... Let's get this. We'll get this thing. Then we'll go get the other thing, and then... Okay. Why does she keep flexing her? Oh my god, you guys. I got a new outfit that looks just like an old outfit. Oh, don't get seen by that guy. Yeah, we're gonna have to, What's this? What's that? What's that? What is it? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna wear that. Let's get out of here, though. I don't remember where I came in. This was not it, though. This will get us out of here. Alright. Now, that weird... Ah, there it is, over there. That's not what I meant to do. Alright, well, you know what? I see. That is like a lord or something over there. That's probably one of these daimyo that I gotta get rid of. I don't remember where that locked door was. Don't remember where it was. It kind of almost looks like it was over there. But I don't remember. I got all turned around, you guys. Will my map help me? Will the map be of any avail? Zoom in? Not really. What's that? Osaka Military District. Noda Village. Osaka. So, I like it. I definitely didn't pay full price for it, and I don't think I would have. Like, let's put it like that. I wouldn't be playing this game if I had to pay for it. I'm glad that I'm playing it. I am having fun. There are definitely parts that I find a little frustrating, but it is seriously scratching an itch that I've had since, you know, when did Tenchu Z come out? I want to say like 2007 or something, for crying out loud. Might even not be that. I don't know. I'm guessing. But in any event, I'm enjoying it. I'm going to keep playing it. And if you like this sort of thing, come back. Hang out for a while. Not really got much to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. All right, let's take a picture. Right, this is a good spot for a picture. I already took a couple pictures this session. I don't need to. We're going to save it, though, right here. And I think it will put me right where I left off, which is nice, because the last couple games I was playing, it wasn't doing that. It was frustrating. The other thing you got to make sure to do is, like, when you have a save game, It's from 811. These are all 811. This is 818. This is 801. This is yeah. So the oldest one is in the back. So I can just scroll down, copy over that, and then we're done. And I can sign off now. Thanks for hanging out. Hugs and kisses. Bye bye.